So I accidentally made a killer sounding Doom track. To be honest, I wasn't even trying to do this. My buddy Kennedy, the co-host of the Ultimate Production Podcast, said he wanted to write some music, and I was like, hell yeah, let's write some music. And somehow we ended up in the hell. So in this video, I kind of wanted to show you how I got there. So let's start out with drums. I'm using the new Modern and Massive, which is just a fantastic drum library. I started with George Lever's high tune snare. Disclaimer, I don't like low tuned thick snares like the Doom soundtracks have, so that's kind of the only part that doesn't sound doomy. Everything's the same. Did some level changes, and I remember I had to bring the cymbals down. I killed some of the EQ and the kick because the low end was just too much. I do need to say this isn't a fully finished mix. That's why it's in Reaper. I mix all my songs in Pro Tools. I write them all in Reaper. But here are the drums just soloed. So those are the drums. We have this little cool drum part here. All I did there was I just copied the drum part, added this vinyl plugin by Isotope, put on this 1930s thing that gives it that lo-fi feel, added a phaser effect. I have this Plini on here just for the delay, and I believe some reverb as well. And then I'm actually not doing anything with that tape stop. We were going to use it and never did. I have some automation at the end of it to bring it back to normal. Then as for the bass, it's all MIDI bass. I'm using Euro bass by Submission Audio. I always just run the DI. I'm not a huge fan of the clean and distortion settings. So I'll run the DI and then put my own tone on it, which this is STL Tone Hub. I used Lance Prince Teeth Pickle preset. I may have brought this distortion down a little bit. Other than that, I think it's pretty much the same. And then some low end control here, and then scooping out some woofiness. And then this is the bass tone. Absolutely disgusting. So if you want a roadmap to getting professional sounding mixes, I put together something called the 14-Day Mixer. It's a step-by-step system to go from raw tracks to professional sounding recordings in about 2 weeks. It's not out yet, but I am doing a pre-launch, so the price is as low as it'll ever be right now. So go check it out. The link is in the description below, and let's get back to the video. As for our rhythm guitars, same plugin, it's Tone Hub. Used Will Putney's PV through a Mesa Boogie. I know I think I boosted some high end. Yeah, I boosted right around 3.6K, 6 dB. Did a pretty wide boost there. That was just to bring up some of the high end, and it was kind of a dark tone. Then we have at the end here a absolutely disgusting tone. Let me show you this one first. Those are recorded on Scratch Baritone. Thing is amazing. Got that idea, I should say, off of the guitarist Eric from Loathe. He plays the same guitar. I heard Lowe's guitar tone, and I was like, I want that guitar tone, and so I bought the guitar. Then this, at the end here, Neural DSP's Gojira. This is a George Lever preset. Their end of the album riff is absolutely disgusting. I think I changed some of the stuff in here. I'm not 100% sure. But there are all the presets. And I do have Pro MB here controlling the low end. It's pretty nasty. It's almost literal noise. But when you have the bass and this other guitar with it, it sounds good. So this other guitar is my own preset a while ago. Trying to copy the band Ends tone. It's disgusting. It's a 5150 through an Atlas cab. I think I'm running, this copy of the heavy metal pedal. And then EQ and an octave is what that sounds like. So let's get into synths. We have this generic synth. I'm pretty sure this is just the default load-in for Serum. I just wanted some basic synth sound. And then I have this on there just to fade it in. I automated it. And here's where the layers come into play. I bought this pack a while ago. I believe his name is Jeffrey Day. He had these like Doom presets, which I'll use if I want to layer guitars like this. So there's that one. Here's the other one. So this one here, it's made to kind of sound like a guitar, and then you throw it through an amp and it sounds sick. So there's the preset for that, and running that through Gojira. Same thing as the other guitar, same preset. And for this lead, also Serum. That's what this sounds like. When we were writing, I originally tried doing a guitar tone for that, and it just wasn't working. So I was like, let's go into Serum, see if we could find a nice preset that we wanted. And then we both really liked that. And then that was the moment we realized, like, oh, this is a Doom song now. Completely on accident, but we liked how it sounded. And then we have a few ambient layers here. Serum again. There's the preset. Another one. This one is Contact Stray Light Deep Counterpoint preset. Then I think this is Farlight Passionate Choir preset. Didn't change anything in there. I did add a reverb after it. Use the Cathedral 2 preset. Sounds like this. And then we actually layered in our own vocals, messed with them a bunch, and we ended up here. Just threw that into a sampler and then MIDI'd it out how we wanted it. It just kind of loops our vocal takes we did there. And as far as mix elements go, that's everything. I have these all routed to come back through here, just adding a little bit more saturation here, nothing crazy. Literally just the default setting that it loads up on. Have virtual tape machine on here, adding some more saturation. Bus compressor to bring it all together, a clipper to drive it home, and a limiter to push it to the max. Again, this isn't a fully mixed track, so it's not completely done, but going through everything, here is the final song. And that right there is the whole mix. If you guys like the video, like and subscribe. Really helps out the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next one.